Every school district in Utah is back in class, marking the beginning of a new school year. Deanie Wimmer anchoring our back-to-school coverage for us tonight from West High School. And Deanie, as with every single school year, there are successes, then there's some of those last-minute things people are just trying to take care of, right?
Yeah, trying to work out, and that's pretty typical, Mike, but things seem to have been going pretty smoothly. In fact, most school districts are saying, what teacher shortage? They've had a much easier time this year hiring all the teachers they need. I'll take a deep dive in just a few minutes on how they're doing it. But first, a school in Millard County is still cleaning up months after a fire. News specialist Alex Cabrero shows us their creative solutions as students there head back to class.
Today, we're going to talk about the Statue of Liberty.
Almost any teacher will tell you.
Get your notebooks out.
One way to keep students engaged, especially at the beginning of the school year.
Okay, she's one of the tallest statues. That's a good one.
Is to make it fun.
One of the things I love to do is to really get kids excited about learning. Who wants to go there?
It's why Carolyn Taylor transformed her 5th grade classroom into New York City.
She is a vital symbol.
Of course, her students know they're not really in the Big Apple.
You can go ahead and clean up your area.
Just like they know this isn't really their classroom.
We've had to think outside the box and come up with solutions that worked.
You see, this classroom is in the Millard County School District office building.
You go get my, oh, do you have your key?
The students still go to lunch at Delta Middle School across the street.
All right.
But right now, there isn't enough room for all the classes there. At least, not after the fire.
Well, we didn't really have an idea of what damage had been done in our school or our classroom.
This past June, a fire began burning in the middle school gymnasium.
Kind of vented right through the roof there.
Principal Matt Bassett says even though firefighters put it out fast, there was still a lot of smoke damage throughout the school.
We've got actually 10 teachers displaced.
The band is now in the choir room. The choir is in the computer lab. Even the library is now a classroom.
Versatility is what comes to mind when I think of the teachers. I mean, on the dime, they're able to adapt, they're able to shift.
It was all a way to make sure school started on time last week.
Get the brains together and just come up with solutions.
You have to go through the library and through the other classroom, and there's a door that goes out into the hall.
All classes should be able to get into the middle school next week.
Where would you tell them the Statue of Liberty came from?
For another first day.
We'll get to do it all over again, but it'll be worth it.
Visiting New York is nice, but for Mrs. Taylor, there's nothing like being home.
I'm very happy to be back in my permanent home.
Repairs on the gymnasium should be done by this January, and when it does open back up, the principal says there's going to be a pretty big celebration, maybe a game of dodgeball between the students and the firefighters. He says he just can't wait for that day to happen. In Delta, Alex Cabrero, KSL 5 News.